Yo, peace was good. Welcome to another installment of my CD collection. This is part 120. Let's get it started. Before I start, I just want to say this is gonna be like the last CD collection video I do for a while. Reason being is because I'm in the process of moving, looking for a place to live. Got to move out the house and shit. So yeah, so gotta do that. Take care. About to get a new place, so just gotta take care of that first, and then I can provide you more with CD collection videos. Plus, I'm running out of room, so but the next time I do videos, it'll probably be like more like album reviews, which I need to do more of anyways. But enough for the banter. Let's get with the CDs. All right. First video I want to show CD I want to show the video is Twice presents Off the Hook 2001, released in 2001. Twice their group from Oakland, the Bay Area. I don't know too much about them, but I got these because I bought a CD from DJ Nelson on Instagram, and usually when you buy like a certain CD, a particular CD, he'll throw in like these CDs for free and shit, like these next, well, this and then like the next three, and for free. So I got it. So I didn't know who they were. It's decent. It got some decent joints. You got Mackin for Beats featuring Captain Save 'em, Whole Train, Remedy, What Do You Mean featuring Corrupt. That was pretty cool. Wanna Lick, that was dope. Stress Game, ready to do. Ready to do or do whatever however you say that, featuring Mackmore and Filthy Bill. Um, yeah, it's okay. Thugs with Mo Thugs featuring Flesh and Bone, Eclipse, and Dirty Dave. Yeah, this is pretty decent. It's like independent West Coast hip hop at that time. You know what I mean? Because in my opinion, West Coast hip hop around that time was kind of iffy. In my opinion, it's kind of hit or miss. Depending on the artist. But yeah, this is Twice presents Off the Hook, released in 2001. Next album is Domino with D.I.T.C. This was released in 2001 as well. Everybody should know who Domino is. Is an MC from Long Beach, California. Crip rapper, known for his biggest single "Ghetto Jam" that came out in '93. I mean, that song was big in the '90s, man. In the early '90s, like '93, '94, and man, that you like even in New York, it was popular. Like you heard it everywhere, and you've heard it before. I mean, sorry about that. Yeah, so like I was saying before, you know, he came out with an album, this self-titled album, Domino, known for singles like Ghetto Jam, Ask for Days, Long Beach Thing, songs like that. And I remember Ghetto Jam was pretty big. Oh, Sweet Potato Pie, one of my favorite songs off the album. Ask for Days too. I love the beat for that. But that song was Ghetto Jam was like his biggest single, his big breakout single. And if you guys seen Menace to Society, I forgot what scene, but they played that song in the background too. So I thought that was pretty cool. But this is his sixth album. He put out a bunch of albums throughout the '90s. I do have his first two. I have the self-titled album, was, in my opinion, is his best album. Then I have his second album from '96 called Physical Funk, which I was not a fan of. I gotta revisit it, but I wasn't really too crazy about that. But yeah, and he put out a couple other albums too, like throughout the late '90s, which I didn't even know about until like recently. I just thought that he put out the Physical Funk, the self-titled album, and then this album. I didn't even know about this albums, but yeah, he produced all the album. This was released under his record label, Ghetto Jam Entertainment. You got songs like That, Parking Lot Pimpin', Dollar Bill of Shit, Flossin', 10 Toes Up, Unfuckwittable, For My Peeps, G Spot Touching, Don't Hate Me, Brand New, Defeated, Like That, the Icon Mix. Pretty decent album, not his best material, but it's not something that I will cop, but like I said, I got it because of DJ Nelson off Instagram, because like I said, when you buy a CD, he's just doing like freebies and shit like that. So, but yeah, this is a Domino D.I.T.C. This was released in 2001. Yeah, his sixth album. All right, next album. I think was the best one out of the bunch, in my opinion. As far as like the freebies and stuff, is Shorty, which of the Lunch Mob short stories. I just want to say recipes to Shorty of the Lunch Mob. He passed away a couple months ago. Not sure where he died from, but he died a couple months ago. But very, very good album. Because usually when, you know, depending on the artist, from the West Coast in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, it tends to be hit and miss. Not so much with this one, man. This is a great album, man. I mean, all the songs fucking bump, man. Uh, O'Shea's Great Adventures when he taking shots at Ice Cube, short stories. You got What Up Loc, featuring Coolio. Put your money where your mic at, featuring Cam. Mentioned him before. Ghetto Treason featuring 40 Glock and Booyah Tribe. Um, You Never Thought, that was pretty dope. Featuring Dawn Silver, Fake Ass Gangster, Cali Funk. I mean, the whole album is dope. It comes with 20 tracks. I mean, this is a dope album. Like I said before, he goes in on Ice Cube. You know what I mean? And because you already know what Ice Cube when it comes to his business skills, he has none. As far as like managing artists, because he's like the Jerry Heller in that situation. Caution, the Lunch Mob, fucking KD, whole bunch of people. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's a Shorty with short stories. It's released in 2001. Once again, recipes to Shorty, man. Of the Lunch Mob, recipes. He died a couple months ago. All right. Next album is an R&B album. Again, part of the little batch from DJ Nelson. This is gonna be like the last one the of the freebies, if that makes sense. Is Rome to the highest. This was released in 2001. Rome, for those who don't know who he is, he's a R&B singer from Minneapolis. I think he's from Minnesota, but I want to say he's from Minneapolis. He came out with his debut album, the self-titled album Rome. He had a big single at that time that came out in '97 called "I Belong to You." Everybody knows that song. I love that song. Uh, this would be considered, I think, his third album. Um, yeah, this is like more of an independent album. You know what I mean? We got songs like "Ride and Roll," "Drama," "Be With You," "Heaven Must Have You Sent," have sent you, "Precious Love" in parentheses, "People of This World," "It's Gravy," "Don't Act Surprised," "Just Easy," "I Will," "I'm Your Doctor," and the self-titled track "To the Highest." This was okay. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's listenable. This is Rome to the Highest, released in 2001. Now we get to the good stuff. Now I have to get that out of the way. All right. All right. So this next time I got from DJ Nelson, and then when I got it from DJ Nelson, I had to get he throw those in for free. So, um, next album I've been trying to get sound for years. Finally got it, and it is the OG pressing of it. I got it for $10. Can't go wrong with that. Is Dub C and the Mad Circle with Curb Servin, released in 1995. This is the second album. This was after Coolio left the group, because if you hit their first song and the damn thing changed, which I need to get my hands on. Um, Definitely a dope album, man. Coolio was on the first song. A lot of people either people don't know or don't remember that Coolio was part of Mad Circle at one point. But known for singles like I think Put It On the Set was a single. The self-titled track was a single as well. I believe those were the singles of the album. But man, this is such a great album. Recipes to Crazy Tunes, man. Dope producer. Very gritty, production. That SP 1200 production. You got songs like West Up, D1, The One, Put It On the Set, the self-titled track, Homesick, In a Twist, Feel Me, Curb Servin, the self-titled track, Wet Dream, fucking dope. Killer Habit, that's my favorite track off the album. That beat is just phenomenal. The Creator, Taking Over, Stucky Mac, which is a skit, Feel Me. I mean, this whole album is fucking dope, man. it definitely does have a cult following. But it's unfortunate you don't really hear too many people talk about it. People know about it, but I don't feel like people give it its just due, like they deserve, in my personal opinion. But yeah, this is a very good album. Yeah, Dub C, man, he does definitely does deliver. You know, he's on his gangster shit as usual. Fucking dope. You know what I mean? But yeah, I definitely would have to do a review on this album eventually. But yeah, this is Dub C and the Maad Circle, Curve Servin, released in 1995. Very dope shit, and it is out of print, so definitely try to get your hands on this shit. Dope shit, and dope production by Ice Cube as well. So yeah, yeah, dope album. All right, next album we're gonna go to Miami. Trick Daddy with his debut album based on a true story. This is released in 1997. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I was never like the biggest Trick Daddy fan until like recent years. I always like I there was a time where like I didn't ever like his music. I thought it was kind of corny. I mean, there was like a couple of singles I did like. Um, there was a couple of songs I did like the Nan Nan, like everybody knows that song and stuff. But yeah, this album, this is his debut album. Just like I said, released in 1987. Um, on this album, it was like musically it was a little bit more different. It's a little more underground. You could definitely sense the Tupac influence on the album. You could definitely tell. And yeah, man, I really really enjoyed this album. Uh, you got singles like what's the single? They Don't Live Long, fucking dope. There's a video for that. Going with Your Bad Self, which was like more like it's definitely has that more Miami booty bass feel to it. I'm not crazy about that. Um, but you got songs like based on the true story, the self-titled track. You got part one and two, where he talks about his the death of his brother. I think his name was Hollywood. He got killed back in '94. Street shit. You know how that go. You got songs about a lot of things with featuring Buddy Rowe. They Don't Live Long. Love that song. Killer Head. Now They Wanna Holler. I thought that was pretty dope. Snowing in Miami featuring Jamal. Yeah, Jamal of Def Squad fame. He's on there. Smoke Out with featuring JT Money of Poison Clan fame at one point. I'll Be a Player. I Got Plans. Pimp. Special appearance by Buddy Rowe and JT Money. Whole, but you can't help it. And Going with Your Bad Self. There's two versions of that song. You got the original version. You got the Bomb Bomb mix featuring Verb. So yeah, dope album. Like I said, and the thing with Trick Daddy's albums, especially like his first couple albums, they're long out of print and they're hard to come by and they're a little pricey too. I forgot how much I got this for. I think I got this for like $12. It's $14. I think close to like $14. But finally got my hands on it because I've been trying to find it for years. Well, not years, but in recent times I've been trying to get it. I'm trying to find it in stores and can't really find it. You can find his later albums, but for some reason this album you can't really find like that. But yeah, because long out of print, like I said before. But yeah, this is based on a true story by Trick Daddy. This was released in 1997. And this is when he went by Trick Daddy Dollars. But within the next album, he dropped the Trick Daddy Dollars. So thank God for that. It's kind of a corny name. It's not like a strip club name or some shit. But no shots to Trick Daddy, but Trick Daddy Dollars like that you could have done a lot better than that. But then again, that was the '90s and shit. So all right. Next album, we're gonna stay in Miami. Trick Daddy with his second album, www.dog.com. This was released in 1988. I remember back in the day, I used to always see like promo stickers for this when I used to live in New York, and I've always liked the cover. You know what I mean? This would be considered like his I want to say like his breakthrough album, but like one of the singles was the Nan Nigga with Trina, which was like her first appearance on Wax, was an introduction for it. Yeah, this album goes hard, man. You know what I mean? You got songs like Back in the Days for the Thugs, Nan Nigga, everyone else probably knows that song, Changed My Life, Suckin' Fucking, Run Nigga, Stroke It Gently, Living in the World. Then you got the I'll Be Your Player remix, which was yeah, the remix the first song from the first album. But yeah, man, very dope. You know what I mean? Pretty dope. That straight rider shit, just like the first album. This is no different. You know what I mean? Very dope shit, dope South shit. You know what I mean? Dope Miami hip hop. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, this is Trick Daddy with www.com. This was released in 1998. Dope shit. All right. Next album. It is Trick Daddy with the Book of Thugs, chapter AK, verse 47. This is released in 2000. Um this would be considered like his breakthrough album, you know what I mean? Yeah, dope album. I really enjoyed that. Known for singles like Shut Up, everybody knows that song. America featuring Society. Um Society was a hip hop group from Miami. They were at one point they were signed with Uncle Luke's Records, Luke Records, Uncle Luke, Two Live Crew, but their music was completely different. They were like more on the boom bap, East Coast influence. But Society is actually featured on this song, on the song America, which there is a video for. It just talks about the corruption of politics and stuff like that, politicians, which is very prevalent to this day. Definitely dope. Um, you got songs like Boy featuring Lost Tribe and JV, Sitting on Deez featuring Ism, Get On Up, dope shit. America, like I mentioned before, Shut Up, both singles. Stuck for Life is pretty dope. Walking Like a Hoe, Trying to Stop Smoking featuring Mystical, About My Money, Could It Be featuring Twister, um, Dug Life Again, Kill Your Ass. Molly Grub with this album, they added two songs from the first two albums. Gotta Let You Have It, which was I believe was featured on the first album, and Whole But Can't Help It featuring Buddy Roll. So it's like you rehashing old songs. Like so I don't know if he ran out of songs or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like I don't know why he did that. It was pretty much laziness. I don't know. He decided that, or that was a label decision. They kind of want to, I guess, rehash those songs because it had like a underground following. I don't know. I don't know the case with that, but yeah, I thought I could have done without those songs. Not that they were bad songs. It's just that I don't know why they put that on the album. It just didn't make sense. So, but yeah, this is Trick Daddy with third album, Book of Thugs, chapter AK, verse 47. This is released in 2000. Dope album cover and dope title too. And I believe this was like his breakthrough album. So yeah, dope album right here. Next album is a bit of a rarity. It's an album that I don't really hear too many people talk about. It is Jinx with Chastisement. This was released in 1995. This is like his debut album. He does rap on this album, and this is more like a producer's album as well. You can't really see like the album credit on like the features on the back. You would have to look. Well, it does show a little bit of it. Like Gerald Levert is on this album. Recipes to him. But yeah, this is a pretty decent album, man. I like it. You got songs like All About Money, I Puts It Down, City Never Sleeps, No Love, Ain't Giving No Love, Right Here, Picnic, featuring Gerald Levert, Riley Pop, uh, Who's the Man, Sir Jinx theme song, Lifestyle, Show Enough, Come Blaze with Me, Don't Get It Twisted, Bees and Nigs, uh, Who's Watching Who, Free Your Mind, Mind State, and Power to the People. This is like I said, a pretty decent album. This is definitely under the radar. I have to revisit the album because I don't really remember it. I guess I listened to it once and then I gotta like revisit it. But yeah, it's a pretty decent album, man. It's not an album I really hear people talk about. You know what I mean? And yeah, Surgeon is definitely an underrated producer. You know what I mean? This album definitely has like a more R&B feel to it. It's hip, it's G funk, but it's like it has like a more R&B feel to it. You know what I mean? It's like a little bit more on the positive tip. You know what I mean? But yeah, dope shit. Glad I own it. I got it for like I paid I think like $15 for this shit. For like I think like I think between $14 or $17. I don't remember. It was like in the mid-teens. It's not an album you see every day, so definitely had to pick it up. And I've always wanted to hear this album, so I'll have to revisit it and check it out again. But this is Shorty Jinx with Chastisement. This is released in 1995. All right. Next album, still on the West Coast. We're gonna go to South Central Los Angeles. I believe that's where Surgeons is from as well. Is Ice-T with his I think this is his sixth album. Yeah, because you had Ron Pays, Power, Iceberg, which we did a review on. Shout out to me, Russ Hartley, and Mike Sears of Speaking Cloud Podcast. I also did a review on that too. I did a review pretty much on most of Ice-T albums with the exception of this because I didn't have this before. OG Original Gangsta. Um, what else? Home Invasion, Return of the Real, and okay, and then now this album. So this will be his seventh album. This was released in 1999. Yeah, man, pretty dope album. This was released under Corona Records. I think that was his record label, Atomic Pop. But yeah, dope album. I really enjoyed it. It's not an album that I really hear too many people talk about. This album has like a more darker feel to it compared to his earlier albums. You know what I mean? It's like more boom bap based. You know what I mean? You got songs like "Don't Hit the Player," "Get Your Money Man," New York," Valuable Game," um, "Always Wanted to Be a Hoe," "Fuck It," "Retaliation," "Check Your Heart," "Hardcore," "Common Sense." I love that song, "Common Sense." I thought it was pretty dope. Um, yeah, man, pretty dope album. Definitely give this album a chance. I know a lot of people didn't like this album. I thought it was dope, but like I said, you know, more this album was like more independent, and this album was when it kind of went under the radar too. You know what I mean? Because at that time, he wasn't as popular as he was, hip hop wise. He was more focused on doing a lot of TV shows, movies, and stuff like that. And in fact, I think in '99, that's when he started doing SVU, Law and Order SVU. That's when he started doing that show. So yeah, so he's busy on that. And then around this time, there's a video on YouTube where he's pretty much promoting MP3 sharing, and he talks about the internet, like pretty much what's going on today with emailing your tracks and emailing your verses. He talks about that in that video, and I thought that's pretty cool. He talks about how he talks about MP3s, talks about how people having CDs, like customized CD, um yeah, like playing DVDs in your car. He tells all about that and shit. So, but yeah, very very dope. If I find the link to that, I'll post it down in the description box. But this is Seven Deadly Sin by Ice-T. This was released in 1999. Definitely check it out. I will definitely do a review on that because I did a review on his first six album. I just need to get Gangsta Rap, but that goes for a lot of money. So if I can get it for a decent price, I definitely have to pick it up. But yeah, Seven Deadly Sin by Ice-T, released in 1999. All right, next album, we're gonna go to Flint, Michigan, and it is DFC, Things in the Hood, the Funk Clan, based out of Flint, Michigan. Um, DFC, very very dope group. That was MC Breed's group at one point. Recipes to MC Breed. Really 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 dope album. I really enjoyed that. You know what I mean? There was a couple singles off the album. I believe Caps Get Peeled. I think that was a single off the album. Put Your Lokes On, I think was a single. Believe I don't remember the singles. Dig a Bigger Ditch was a single too as well. But yeah, pretty dope album. This would be considered their first album because the MC Breed and the DFC album, I don't consider that to be their debut. I would say this was their debut because that was more of an MC Breed album. But them together, DFC as a group, I think this is like we consider their first album. Even though they're from Michigan, it has like a West Coast feel to it. I mean, you got dope songs like "Put Your Lokes On," "Caps Get Peeled," "Mo Love," "Things in the Hood," the self-titled track, "Past the Hooter," "Two Two to the Chest," "Death Before Dishonesty," "Hands on My Hands on My Nine, Roll with the Clan, Dig a Bigger Ditch, dope song. I like that joint. There's a Beat Miners remix to that song, Dig a Bigger Ditch, fucking dope, man. Love that joint. You Can Get the Dick and The Bomb, yeah, man. Dope shit, 13 tracks, can't go wrong with that. Fucking dope album, man. Highly recommend if you can pick it up. All right, next album is Soul Kid Klik with Invisible Army. This is released in 2001. Um, Pretty much, this is a hip hop group, Wu affiliated group. Known for there's a couple of singles, a couple of members in the group. You got Spin Dad, G Clef, who's the producer of the album. He does the production, and he's also a rapper too. Black Spick, Infamous, Storm, Goodfellow Mike G, who was part of the group at one point, but he had a falling out. He had a falling out with G Clef at one point. So and I don't even think Goodfellow makes music anymore. And if I'm not mistaken, he was on the show Oz back in the day. He was part of the Italian mob group, at the time, whatever. But yeah, man, this is a pretty dope album. Pretty much they're a group, like I said, they're based out of, I think they're based out of, I don't know what part of New York, because they're different there's people from different parts of New York they're from. Like I know G Clef, he's from Queens, Village. Black Spick, I believe he's from the Bronx. I think everybody else is from the Bronx, but I think G Clef was like the only one from Queens. You know what I mean? Pretty much they were signed under Wu Tang under Entertainment with the Wu Tang Records, Jizza's entertainment record label at one point. And these are pretty much songs like recorded from like 1995 to 1997. So you get that mid to late 90s Wu shit. You know what I mean? And there are a couple singles of the album. The singles are Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat, and Desperate Times. I think Desperate Times was like the biggest single of the album, and I think Spark the Mic was a single as well. Pretty much this whole album is fucking dope, man. Dope production, dope beats, dope lyrics. You know what I mean? They definitely go in. You got songs like Mortal Kombat, Desperate Times, like I mentioned before. I Want Him Dead, fucking love that joint. Very dark, sinister. Masters of the Game, fucking dope. The Demon, Spark the Mic, I love Spark the Mic, fucking dope. Comp and Go, You Don't Know Me, You and I Verse. What is the Essence of a Soul Kid, fucking dope. Mortal Kombat remix and Desperate Times remix, man. Very dope album. Hard to come by. A little pricey too. I got it for I think like $12 on eBay, I think. But I highly recommend checking this album out. You can also find this album on chambermusic.com. Chamber Music with a K in the N instead of C. It's definitely on that. I believe you could get a hard copy of this album. But yeah, Invisible Army by Soul Kid Klik. This was released in 2001. All right, next album. Glad I got my hands on this. It is D.I.T.C with Unreleased Production, 1994, released in 2008. So glad I got my hands on this. This is pretty much a collaboration, or a compilation album of D.I.T's affiliated artists and artists from D.I.T.C themselves. Like for example, you got a Fat Joe and Armageddon of Terror Squad fame. You got an MC named Terror Tongue. Don't know who that is. You got 40 Ounce and Ahmed. Ahmed he's a DIT's affiliate producer as well. Silky Black, I believe Silky Black was is Showbiz's cousin, if I'm not mistaken. What I read somewhere. You got Paige, 40 Ounce and Ahmed again, Silky Black, Ghetto Dwellers. Ghetto Dwellers, I think, is Party Yardy, rest in peace, of P80, and D Flow. I believe those are two members of the group. D Sean, Fat Joe and Armageddon, Lord Finesse, son. Those are the people featured on the album. We got songs like Big Apple Gone Rotten. There's the original version, you got the remix. I prefer the remix. The remix is a lot more sinister. Lyrical Threat is pretty dope. Just One of Those Days, fucking dope. My Style, Master Stereo, love that joint. Down for the Crown, dope shit. Step On Get Some. Feel the Beat. Snakes, pretty dope. Big Apple Gone Rotten. I love the beat for that. True and Living, which was also featured in Awakening. I don't know why I don't know why they did that, but yeah, I guess they put that. I don't know why, but they put it on here. It doesn't make sense. We have the Awakening album, so and you gotta check the method, which is another song that was actually featured on a compilation album that Lord Finesse put out back in '03 called From the Crates, which I need to get my hands on, but that shit goes for stupid money. It's hard to come by. But pretty dope. So if you like production wise, if you guys like The Awakening by Lord Finesse, Showbiz and AG's Goodfella album, and like the mid '90s stuff that they put out on DITC wise, that I think you definitely enjoy this album. So D.I.T.C Unreleased Production 1994, dope shit. All right, next album. So glad I got my hands on this, man. So fucking glad. Shout out to all my suicidalists, man. On that wicked shit, man. It is D.I.C with Neighborhood Shit Talker. This is his second album. This was released in 1996. But I have to say, this is sidebar. I have to say this. This is a CDR, but I don't give a fuck, man. I had to get it, and it still looks good, man. As you would think it's like the original. You know what I mean? Pretty dope. You know, it's a CDR, but it looks good. You know. And I do have the original copy of this album, like the actual CD. I don't have the case. I just have the CD. And if you notice, it says self-medicated records. And you know it doesn't have the RLP logo. So that's how you could tell that this is like the repress or the well, pretty much like a bootleg, you know, to say the least. But it sounds good, you know what I mean? You got songs with Rain It Pours, The Life That I Live, What It Be Like, Getting High, They Fucked Up, Welcome to My Ghetto, Funny How People Change, I'm a Gangster, Growing Up as a Kid, Poems, Behind Bars, They Murdered My Brother, I love that. They Murdered My Brother, love that joint. Lonely Ruthless, and the self-titled track, The Neighborhood Shit Talker. Dope production by Esham, you know what I mean? This is when Esham was like on his gangster shit. You know, so if you like Dead Flowers, the album Dead Flowers, production wise by Esham, then you'll definitely enjoy this album. A little bit of I don't want to say Do You Believe in God, like maybe some like maybe like one or two songs, but I would say more on the Dead Flowers sound of things, that you'll definitely enjoy this album. Good luck trying to find the OG press in this album because you're not gonna find it. It's like it doesn't even exist. You could try to go on Amazon, you could try to go to Discogs, eBay. You're not gonna find it. And if you do, you're gonna find it for a hefty price. And yeah, so got this on eBay, got it for like $12. So yeah, definitely had to get my hands on this, man. The D.I.C Neighborhood Shit Talker, released in 1996. All right, next album, we still in Michigan. We got MC Breed with 20 Below. This is his second album. This was released in 1982. Very dope album. Love this album. Pretty dope. Um, I believe the singles of this album are Ain't Too Much Worried or Ain't To Be Fucked With. I believe it was the singles of the album. But definitely got some dope joints, man. You got songs like Ain't To Be Fucked With, self-titled track 20 Below, This Mode, Little Child Running Wild, Flashes Groove, Ain't Too Much Worried, No Frontin' Allowed. I think that was pretty dope. I think No Frontin' Allowed, I believe it's a single. Be Myself, Great Depression, Whenever You Want Me, Life of a Flintstone, Jealous Pimp, and the Shadows, man. Pretty dope album. Yeah, dope Michigan hip hop, you know what I mean? This is when he was starting to find his sound, but I feel like in my opinion, I think he found his true sound on the New Breed album that I showed the last video that I did about 2 weeks ago. But yeah, glad I got my hands on this. I want to say rest in peace to MC Breed. It's fucked the way he died. He was playing basketball, he collapsed and then died right there, man. It's crazy. But yeah, 20 Below by MC Breed, released in 1982. This is the second album. Next album, so glad I got my hands on this because it goes for a little bit of money. Uh, Ultramagnetic MCs with Mo Love's Basement Tapes. This was released in 1996. This is pretty much songs that they recorded. I would say between I would say a little bit after Critical Beatdown and up to like I want to say up to I would say up to four horsemen in my personal opinion. Definitely has that feel to it. You know what I mean? You got songs like People Can Talk. I love that song. Ridda Max, uh, Cool Keith Wild, Fuck You, Delta Force, Whack MCs, Talking Out Your Ass, Watch Your Back, Freestyle, You Ain't Shit, Seven for Skid, D to the End. Um, and then with a lot of these songs, they're not in good quality, and this was released unofficially because they didn't have they were put out without their consent, pretty much, because Tough City is pretty much let me turn up the songs. Sorry about that. Yeah, so like I was saying before, um, a lot of these songs were, like I said, like demo tapes, and they were put out without their permission by Tough City Records, and I think they sued them because of that. I'm not sure, but yeah, if you're also mad at Ultramagnetic MC fan like I am, I definitely recommend checking it out. It's not the best material in the world, but it has the name Basement Tapes. But yeah, dope shit. The thing with this, there's been a lot of rumors like that Set G was on crack and he needed money to support his crack you know addiction and shit like that, and that's why he put it out. And there's a lot of bullshit rumors like that. So but yeah, this is Ultra Mad NMCs with More Love Basement Tapes. This was released in 1986. All right, next album. We're gonna go to Houston, Texas. We're gonna go with Gangsta Nip with a Psychotic Genius. This was released in 1996. I got this for a decent price. I got it for, well, not decent. It's not expensive, but it's not cheap. I got it for close like $20. This is his third album. Yeah, pretty dope album. It's not his best album in the world. It has like a more G Funk feel to it. You know what I mean? That rap a lot, because around that time, rap a lot definitely had like a more, especially around the 94, like I would say like 94 and onwards had like a more G Funk feel to it, and this is no different. I mean, you got songs like Psychotic Genius, a self-titled track, Small Town Killers, Peep the Game, Slaughterhouse, Lord That Joint, Going to the Death, Psych Flow, Hood Tales, Piece of the Young G's, Crime Wave, Holograms, and Murder After Midnight. My only gripe with this album, some of the songs are a little bit too long for my taste. This is my personal opinion. Like after a while, it gets boring to listen to. You know what I mean? But yeah, but it's a decent album. Not his best album, but it's definitely dope. But I prefer his first two albums, the South by Psycho and Psychotic Genius. I want to give a big shout out to Mike Sears and Russ Hartley of Speaker Cloud Podcast. They did a review on the South Park Cycle. I was supposed to be on that show, but I had to go to work, so I couldn't do that video, so which is unfortunate. But I thought they did a great job. After finished watching it, it's been so busy with other shit. But I definitely have to finish watching them. But so far, what I've listened to, I liked a lot. So I know they did the thing. And shout out to Edgar too. Shout out to the rest of the crew, man. Um, you know, Mike, Ross, Ricardo, me of course, Ross Hartley, Hoovy, Edgar. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all, man, for real. But yeah, Gangsta Nip with Psychotic Genius. This was released in 1996. All right. Sorry, it's a little bit too long, but I just want to get this out the way. Then we got Nationwide Rip Riders with Nationwide Rip Riders 2. Betrayed. This is released in 1999. Um, great follow up from the first album, man. The production on this album is phenomenal, man. I love this album, man. I got this is the promo copy, but fuck it, man. I thought it was dope, man. You got songs like Gangsta Boogie, love that joint. Niggas don't bang like they used to. Days of Old, Crip Crazy, Betrayed, um, I'll Ride for You, Seas in the Air, Lost and Strummed Out, Take It Personal, Crip Low, Between Heaven and Hell, Crip Card, Watch Niggas Crick to Pop Niggas, Drama, Paying Your Dues. No one can save your name until I die. Fucking dope shit right here. Like I said, dope follow up. Cause like I said before, when it comes to West Coast hip hop, it throughout the late '90s, it tends to be hit or miss for me. But this is not the case with that. The production on this song was phenomenal, and the rapping, secondary is not bad, but it's not good either. But it's tolerable. But the beats definitely saved them. You know what I mean? But dope album. Like I said, this is the promo copy, but this is the OG pressing. Love this because this album usually goes for a lot of money. So I got it for like 11.99 plus shipping and handling. So finally got my hands on this. So glad I got it. Nationwide Rip Riders Part Two. Betrayed. Can't trust. What's it called? Can't trust nobody. Released in 1999. All right. Next album, we're gonna go to Compton. MCA with his third album, Last Man Standing, released in 1997. Um, yeah, known for singles like Gotcha Humping, Hit the Floor, When All Hell Breaks Loose was the singles of the album. I Had to Cheat. Um, this album was okay. A little bit too laid back for me in my personal opinion. I'm so used to the more aggressive MCA, even though he's known for his laid back style. But I just feel like with this album, a little bit too laid back. You know what I mean? It has some decent songs. You got songs like Who's the Man? I thought that was pretty dope. All Hell Breaks Loose. That was pretty dope. The Way We Run with featuring Be Real. Dope beat by DJ Muggs. Tough Guys, Got Your Humping. The Business, Compton for Death, Can I Get Mine? Me and My Bitch, Under Attack. Hit the Floor, like I mentioned before, Hanging. Hup Touchables. On top of that, Return Fire. Again, this is a decent album, but not his best. I kind of prefer his earlier stuff like Death Threats, which I did a review on. We Come Strapped. The Comptons, the first three Comptons Most Wanted albums. That's my favorite era of MC8. Um, I've heard good things about the Who of the Section 8 album that he dropped. I think like in '99. I need to get my hands on that. I do have his 2002 album, In the Neighborhood. I do have that. That was pretty decent, man. But yeah, this is The Last Man Standing by MC8. This was released in 1997. All right. Next album is an album that I already have, but I lost the case. I need to get my hands on it because the album goes for a lot of money online. It was not a lot, but it goes for a decent amount of money. It is on M.O.P with their first album, To the Death. This was released in 1994. This is the OG pressing, and how you can tell is because the lettering is red, and the reissue that came out in '99, the one I have, is orange, but this is red. So that's the OG pressing. Known for singles like Rugged Never Smooth, Blue. Oh no, not Blue Steel. To the Death was a single, and how about some Hardcore was like the breakthrough single of the album. Love this album. Brownsville to the Bone Gristle, Gritty, no lovey-dovey song, straight gun clap music. This album. I fucking love this album. DR period does most of the production. The reason why I say that is because Guns N' Roses is the only song he didn't do. The song the producer named Silver D, who did the production on Guns N' Roses, which I love that song. That shit is dope. But yeah, man, pretty dope. I really enjoyed that album. Very underrated. It definitely has a cult following to this album, but man, if you want to know how Brooklyn was in the early to mid '90s, this is the definitely peak, man. And I love this album, man. I love it, love it, love it. This is To the Death by M.O.P. This is released in 1994. We got two more. I do apologize for the length of the video, but I just want to get these out the way. Um, Next album is Ultramagnetic MCs with New York What Is Funky. This is another album that was released in 1986. Another album that was released unofficially without their consent. Um, yeah, man, this is I like this a little bit better than the Mo Love Basement tapes. I like this a little bit better. These are songs that we recorded between 1990 and 1994. So pretty much songs after Critical Beatdown, and songs between the sessions of Funk Your Head Up and the Four Horsemen. So if you like those two albums, then you'll definitely enjoy this album. We got songs like Grip the Mic, New York What Is Funky. I love that song. That's pretty dope. Black Potions, Here I Go Again, I'm Fucking Flipping, Biscuit and Eggs, Chuck Chill Out, Poo Poo Records, Catching Bodies, Tim Dog Live on Capitol Radio, Join the Party, I Like Your Style, and I Ain't Taking No Shorts. Um, Pretty decent album, not their best material, but like I said again, um, is demos and songs that they recorded between 1990 and 1994. So if you guys like Funk Your Head Up and the Four Horsemen, then I think you'll definitely enjoy this album. Not in the best quality, but a little bit better than Mo Love's Basement Tapes, in my opinion. But this is New York What Is Funky. This was released in 1986. And then the last album, I'm gonna give a big shout out to my guy Freddie Lugo. I got this in the mail yesterday. It is DJ Kayslay with his Street Sweepers Volume 1. This was released in 2003. This is a compilation album. It's like pretty much a compilation album. You got people like Aaron Hall. You got Scarface, Raekwon, and Fat Joe. LOX, 50 Cent with the song 50 Shot Ya. That was pretty big in the mixtape scene. Get Shot the Fuck Up featuring Mobb Deep with Big Noy. Black Rob, G-Dep, Craig Mack. Nas, Baby, Foxman, Anne-Marie, Dipset or Cameron, Eminem, Doo-Wop, Tony Touch, DJ Cool, Funk Master Flex, SNS, Brucey B, Kid Capri, Ron G, Vita, Angie Martinez, Duchess, Lady May, Emil, Sonya Blade, and Remy Martin. Poster Boy, oh god, that dude was so trash, man. People swear by Poster Boy, but I was never a fan of something like that. Shells, Cassidy, Graf, J Hood, EA Ski, MC Ran Cam, NR Nori, Flipmo Squad, Styles P and Bristol, A Bless, Sauce Money, Joe Buttons, Dub C, Bum B, Killer Mike, Hack Diddy, Wyclef Hollywood, April MGG, and Jagged Edge. Those are the features of the album. Got songs like I Never Liked Your Ass. That's pretty dope. That was a pretty dope song. Street Sweeper with LOX. 50 Shot Ya. 50 Shot Ya was like a big song in the mixtape scene at that time. Get Shot the Fuck Up was pretty cool. Purple Haze was eventually featured on his self-titled with his Purple Haze album that came out the next year. Freestyle featuring Eminem. That was pretty dope. I like the beat for that. What else? West Side Drive-By, that was pretty cool. I'll smack this motherfucker. I was not a fan of that. I Got You. That was another song that was big on the mixtape scene around that time with Styles P and Bristol. Take a look at My Life remix featuring Fat Joe, Remy Martin, and A Bless of DITC fame. Coast to Coast Gangsters with Sauce Money, Joe Budden, Dub C, Bum B, Killer Mike, Hack Diddy. Nino Brown featuring Wyclef and Hollywood. That was pretty cool. Put the Thing Down featuring 8-Ball, MGG, and Jagged Edge. Overall, this was okay. This wasn't the best thing in the world. This pretty much felt like a mixtape. Pretty much is like just professionally put out. That's the only thing, professionally mixed. This was okay, but not the best thing in the world. But I'm glad I own it. Much appreciated to my guy Freddie Logo. Definitely thank you for that. And that's pretty much it, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed that review CD collection. I do apologize that it was a little bit long, but I just want to get that out the way because, like I said, I'm in the process of moving, and I want to focus more on CD collection reviews and stuff like that. So that's it, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Definitely stay tuned for more. All right, peace.